Greetings everyone, how's everyone today? Well, today I want to go over a little subject on printing large things on your 3D printer. The size of your printer does not limit to the size of what you can make. You can make larger things on it also. Like, here's a few examples. This giant vase here was made on my longer LK5. The vase itself is taller than the actual printer itself. What I did was I sliced the file into two pieces and printed the bottom half, then printed the top half and glued them together. My big T-Rex you see here, that was 7 pieces to print him, and as you can tell by the printer he was done on, also my longer LK5 Pro, he is much bigger than the printer. When you go to print larger things than your printer can handle, you have to go in and you have to split the file into pieces. I wanted to do big and fewer pieces, so I used my larger printer, which is my LK5 Pro. And all you do when it's done is just glue the pieces together. I use super glue for mine. The T-Rex was printed in PLA Plus, and without the paint on it, it would be a lot of different colors. I just used whatever filament I had laying around and to get it done. It took about a week and a half to do. But I use, for splitting my files up, I use Windows 3D Builder. Great Microsoft app that you can use. I haven't tried it too much besides moving stuff around and splitting files up into pieces so I can print them out. Sometimes you do that to make the print more easy to print, or sometimes you do that so you can make something bigger, like the T-Rex. The way I did it was I took the legs and I maxed them out on there to the max I could build on my printer. That allowed me to print the body, the arms, the head at the same ratio. I believe I did that at 400%, or maybe 300, yeah, 400% of the original size. The little T-Rex here is regular size. That's the bigger one, and then the really big one. And for a size reference, I will do a standard Funko Pop size. Pretty big, huh? Another thing I've noticed when you go get these files and stuff like that, they might look great small, but sometimes when you enlarge them, you see a lot of little flaws or a lot of boxy shapes, and you have to go through and re-edit it. Still work on getting that a little better to make it work better for myself, but it's a learning process. As for what I use to paint my stuff with, I have some acrylic paints I use. I'll primer and paint them, but most of the time I just use some cheap Rust-Oleum 2X spray paint. Paint and primer in one. I use metallic gold for the base, and I use metallic aluminum for the T-Rex with some high gloss red for in the mouth. But when I go in there, I find ways to split it up to make it work and stuff like that. So you turn up something big like the T-Rex into smaller pieces. Luckily, the file for the T-Rex I got was already split into pieces. So for the large one, the only thing I had to do was go in and I had to splice the tail in half again because it was taller than my printer's max build volume. But with the right amount of time and splicing the files up, you can print anything you want at any size. It's an amazing thing what you can do with a 3D printer. Right now I'm working on one of my childhood favorites. I used to love growing up. I was always into like robots and Transformers. So another show I loved was Gundam. In the process, I'm actually working on printing out the parts for a Gundam. Here's the body right now. Don't mind the painter's tape. I'm using it to hold the parts together until I have it all done and I'm ready to glue it. It's going to be a real nice project once it's done, and I can't wait to see it. This is also a lot of parts. I'm using both printers to print the parts for this at 300% the original size of the file. Well, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and tell your friends about it. If you would like to donate so we can cover more topics and try out new products and give product reviews, I do have a donate link on my channel's page, and it helps me keep these videos going, try out new products, and shows your support. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time.